Hi. Hi. Hi, Cancer. This is Christelle Martinette, and it's another monthly reading for the month of June. It's over a month that I've done the last reading because I got it out early in the month of May. This is the tail end of the month, and I'd like, while I'm mixing cards, like to thank all of you who have stopped in and consulted with me, those who are on the schedule. It's been pretty fruitful, and it's rewarding as well. And another thing, there'll be a live event on Sunday, 5:30 East Central Time, Central European Time. Central European Time. There should be a video out, and underneath the video there'll be a description of the event and the links that you can where you can find the event. So you might want to check that out. These are the New Orleans Voodoo Tarot. I have the Black Cat Tarot with me, the Vera Sibilla and Crystal Quartz Runes today. Let's see, Cancer, what is in store for you. Okay, so which way? Which way? Okay, we have our feelers out here. Now, while you're looking around, you're taking measurements, you're just checking out the terrain. It's as if, you're wanting to break out. You're wanting to break out and meet someone new and have a different type of lifestyle. Your clothes are a little tight, your work life is a little too tight for you. You feel constrained and you feel like you don't have enough free time. This is going to start weighing heavily on you, and even though you feel bogged down also by commitments. Many of you do, not everyone, because there's a certain Cancerian that feels bogged down by commitments, as if, there are too many weddings, funerals, and it's taking up your time and you just don't have that free time. But the other Cancerians do feel constrained, too much work, not enough free time. If you're in a management position, you'll find that you just feel you can't leave because others will not, you won't be able to have someone cover for you. Okay, and that is feeling a little tight. And at the same time, though, you're looking out. You're putting on your best because you want to be, you're on the prowl. Okay, let's say you're on the prowl. A good old prowl never hurt anyone. I'm calling it to be on the prowl. You're just looking around because you're thinking, well, here I am in this predicament. Do I love this man? Do I love this woman? Are we happy? Are we not happy? If I feel this way, it's wrong. Then let's talk about it. Let's change life. Let's see what we can do. Maybe we can go down different paths. Maybe, and if you're not partnered, maybe it's time. You're feeling, I've been alone so long. This is not, my life was different when she was or he was in my life. And you're asking yourself these questions. And you're doing it in a very calm way. There are moments when you're extra tired. You're feeling the end of the summer, or the end of the spring, and that spring you're tired. You're tired because of stress, overwork. You're overworked, and at the same time, the weather is you just want to rest, and you really need a vacation. Okay, most of you. There are many of you who have just come back from a vacation, and you're starting to feel the same thing. I need another vacation from the vacation. Okay, now, what is also characterizes this this period, the month of June, is that you want to go in social gatherings. You want to have confrontation, not confrontation in a negative sense, but you want to speak to people. You want to be in a social realm. You just, if anything, to see how people react to you. You need not confrontation, as I said, in a negative sense, but I'm thinking in Italian, it's confrontarsi. You need to have others mirror you. Other people mirror how giving you feedback, putting up a mirror to how they react to you. And this will help you in understanding. Maybe I've been off the books for a long time. I can't get on the prowl because I haven't been in the market very long, So you're trying, let me see what this does. I'll try this pair of shoes. Maybe it's just old-fashioned. Let me try another pair of shoes. Let me see if it works this time. How will how will people react to me? And so there's sort of like taking the measurements. You're out with your measuring tape in social gatherings and in society and in social gatherings is in an actual, not in behind a computer. I'm talking about real live, face to face. And you go and just spend some time, shoot the breeze, try to see how it is. Let me go to the mall. Let me see how people look at me. And this will characterize the entire month of June for you. Interesting, that is. Let's see what this other deck has to add to that. Yeah, you're looking for your own truth. You're looking for your new truth. There's an eye to the past. There is an eye to the past. And, it's interesting to see how one step is forward and one step is back. How you're trying to use those memories in a positive way so you don't either not make the same mistakes or you are able to stand better on your own 2 feet instead of leaning on someone, criticizing someone, being that, pantofolaio, being a couch potato that is lacking energy. You're in a position now, this month of June, where you're ready to step out, step out of yourself was what it really is. It's the end of a cycle. It's the end, I would like to say it's the end of a cycle, but it also it hails in a new cycle. It's the end of a burdensome cycle for you, a rather painful cycle for you, and it has to do with relationships, basically, that burdensome cycle. Your finances are seemingly under control, for what I can see, and what you're really looking for is, who am I now, today? What does me mean today? And I'm going to call it, as I have with another sign, a spiritual crisis that you fail to see as a spiritual crisis, however. You fail to, you're thinking of it more in terms of a social, a little bit of depression, not going within and not going without, and I'm seeing it very clearly as a spiritual crisis. No midlife, no later life, no crisis of that kind. There are no numbers here. There is a serious card here, the Tower. The Tower. What does she say? What does Christelle Martinette want you to do? Become Chaco? Blind? No. We put light for you. Where are you, the light? Christelle Martinette, the little... There you go. There you go. She's got light. Okay, there's the Tower card here in this deck that is a little ominous. Huh? And it's the exit card. So you have an entry card, Congo. It's an ace, actually, Aido Wedo Congo, and it's an ace full of passion. Okay, it's an ace of going towards passion. You're starting to feel your gumption again, your mojo, you're flowing, the blood, But there's that melancholic taste and smell to what occurs the month of, I don't want to say occur, because if something occurs, it's out of your hands. What you enact, okay, that's what I'm looking for. What you enact that has a flavor of looking back, and at the same time trying to measure yourself eye to eye with other people. And there is this Tower situation. Why don't we take a look at the Verasibila to see what that's all about? My magician, you hear my poor There you are. He's holding his lexicon magique there, and his shoes may be going on fire. Clogs. All right. I'm going to take a look at this tower to see what these cards can add. Yeah, the tower. You know, it's going to come to a head, the idea of the past. And I hope the runes will add further and information as to how that occurs. Because here I have, as if it were a gift, an intimacy, a gift of intimacy with another person, with a female or male. Okay, there's another person that you start to annusare. You go around and smell and sniff. But that sniffing brings you smack down right into the past, thinking, what am I doing? What I really want was that other person, but now she or he is not here. So there's a bit of, looking back, but that smell is so sweet. You are smelling something, and you're still shackled down, and that is the tower situation. June is going to bring up the recognition, the acknowledgement that this has been closed. The door is closed on that old relationship, okay? It's over. Simply because you yourself start to look around and start actually to smell the flowers. I mean, you can smell, the things around you exude smell. And when your senses are aroused, that's when you become more awakened to looking toward new opportunities for an emotional life or a romantic life. I'm looking here now at this Simba, the 8 card here, Simbi Irada card. Let me take a look at that. Over the tower. There's definitely transformation here, and but there's also another person in the life of her or him, All right, there's the beginning, this new situation that is being brought forth, that you have seen, that you can see being born of another person in that ex's life, and you're acknowledging it, and you're acknowledging that person, how happy they are, and you can only but step back and be happy for them. All right, this is how it's playing out. And of course, this is a general reading, ladies and gentlemen, and I don't suspect that, but the message is coming out fairly strong here. I'm going to take here there's a 5 of Pentacles that I'd like to look at. Okay, it is not really concerned with finances, but it's concerned with the change of status in the home, how things have changed in the home, and how you are relegated to home and work, and that is of concern to you, and that's bringing you in a position of looking back. But let's look at Loco, the 4th, higher self, wisdom from a higher plane, from a higher entity. We have the male lover. We have military, this silence, this extreme strength at the same time, a mysterious strength, a secretive strength, and Suspiri sighing. And what it's telling us is that you're being called upon to commit an act. I'm going to say commit, okay, to make an act of faith. To have faith in what is going on behind the scenes, because unbeknownst to you, okay, the military, in time, your situation will be restored. You'll be in balance once again. And it will take you that tension behind and in front of this magic mirror, and how you play out your destiny today, your fate in the month of June, how you play that out, and how you look hard and long at what is occurring. I'm going to take 3 cards on that. All right, that is going to be a slight challenge for you. That's a challenge card there. We have Messaggero, the messenger, that comes from the reflection. Ammalato, the ill and stanza, communication. It's a closed room, but it's a lonely room. And this is inner communication. The mirror is reflecting back to you. You have to get to a position of wanting to see what's in that mirror and liking it and accepting it. Then there's also this Ten of Swords, this really cute Ten of Swords card that it's with a door that opens to nowhere. It's almost as if it were a dead-end door. I'm going to take a look at that. It's under the magic mirror. Okay, all right, things are looking up. Cancer. Cancer, we have the domestic, fidelity, fedeltà in artista, which is the letterato. Now you're coming to terms with a situation, a change status in the home. You do acknowledge, however, after doing the work, that you are a man or a woman that has a certain tradition, has a certain way of loving, way of acting, way of moving about things, and you have decided that you are true to that. You don't want necessary changes, but you would like another person in your life. And that's what you're, moving about in the month of June will bring you. Social gatherings, new people, someone who catches your eye that will make you look back. Try to keep that contained, put it on the shelf, because the outgoing card is another person that you're starting to sniff. I hate to use that word, but that's what we do. We sniff. I'm going to pull some runes for you, Cancer. Oh, give us some more messages for Cancer, who's going to have a month of inward and outward looking, and looking backwards and forwards. Okay. The month of June, you're going on a brief vacation or a brief 3 days, or maybe even just a weekend, a long weekend. You're going to be moving somewhere in a place that will bring you to a social gathering, but it's for perhaps an event. And that little break will be exceptionally important to you, because it's going to give you the guidance that you need in order for you to understand that, yes, I'm here. Things have changed. The status in the home has changed. My status has changed. But I'm still with loved ones. I see friends, family. They still recognize who I am. I still see this person who's no longer with me, or those persons who are no longer with me. But they still acknowledge me. I'm still part of the group. I'm still part of the family. I'm still part of my friends, my inner circle and outer circle of friends. And that is going to give you a lot of recognition. And it's going to create the beginning of your ability to start looking for another companion, those of you who are not partnered. Okay, and the joy that I'm seeing with a partnership and the beginning of a partnership, about the thought of even considering a new partnership, is going to be very well protected. And this is in the month of June, Cancer. I hope this was of help to you. And it's a month of awakening. It's a month of measuring ourselves. And it's a month of taking stock. It's a month of growth. And the pain has passed. This is just taking stock and seeing how far you can go in that month of June. It's the beginning. Namaste, Cancer friends. Thank you so much for your likes, shares, and your subscriptions. I truly appreciate that. And welcome to all my new subscribers. Till we read again. Bye-bye.